Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Today is our second day. The boys and I are working on this honey locust grove that we got. The landowner basically gave us this. There's about five and a half, 6 acres right here, and it fastens onto our big farm, which is out there. You can tell where the cattle have been and where they haven't. The boys turned the cows in here for 4 hours, and you can see they really knocked it down. And so we came in and we started cutting, and we started using chainsaw and a stick and lemon, and found out we don't want to do that. And that's not your first step because limbs are a pain to grab with the grapples. This tree, I left it whole. That's a double tree. It's got 2 of them coming out of one stump. Look at that. Can you imagine how long it would take to stack that by hand? So we spent 3 hours in here yesterday. I'm going to show you what we did. These are the fresh ones here with the leaves on, the ones I just cut this morning. The boys are back in there. You can hear them. And I've still got to paint the stumps on these, the ones that I cut. But there's autumn olive. There's a little bit of that in here, but mostly it's that. Look at that. I mean, those grapples on that skid steer, they make pretty short work of it, but you know, when you limb them, you know, we weren't real sure how many trees that we were going to take out of here, but we still have way too many trees, because now that we've thinned them, they're going to grow like crazy, and they'll be touching each other. So we want to get some sunlight down between these trees, and we're trying to find ones that are thornless. Here's one. Yeah, it's got some thorns on it, a few, not very many. There are some in here that don't have thorns on them, so we're trying to keep those, and then we're cutting the thorn ones. Look at this. I mean, ouch, ouch, ouch. That got me pretty good. Look at all that. Can you imagine trying to walk in there and grab that by hand? I mean, some of these trees are 12-inch diameter, and they're covered, absolutely covered. I need to watch where I'm walking because I got rubber boots on. I love my high sayas, but they're not gonna withstand that. They're rubber. The boys both put on leather shoes this morning. See this? You step on that, and you are going to be hurting. So I'm watching. I just got to be careful where I'm walking. But we got 3 inches of rain last night, and so I'm not gonna fire up that skid steer today, because all I'm gonna do is make a mess. Let it dry out a day or so. This is one of those projects. It doesn't have to be done tomorrow. And it's too hot out here to be working all day. The boys and I have been working till about 1 o'clock. Get done with chores around 9, and we give it about 3 hours. You're hungry by then anyway. Look at that. You all saw this when I first started. I think I just run a brush hog through some of it, maybe. And yeah, between the thorns and the ticks and the chiggers don't bother me too bad. I think I've got 1 chigger bite this year. I'm saying that, and after this rain, tonight I'll have a ton of them. But here's a nice oak tree. It's a young one. We definitely want to give that thing some room to grow. Okay. There's a few walnuts in here, not very many. I'm telling you, there's a persimmon. I'm gonna leave that. But this is the lion's share of it. Let me show you the pile I made yesterday. Now, it was dry in here yesterday. It was actually kind of dusty. We hadn't had a rain for about 2 weeks. A good rain anyway. And you can see where the cows are in here. Got some cow pats. We had 320 head in here for 4 hours. Let's see, we're leaving the stumps. Here's the stumps. And you got to be careful when you're on a skid steer. If you run over that stump just right and twist, your track is here and you twist, you'll pull your track. You'll pull your track off your skid steer. And then I'm gonna have to call Johnny because I've never put one back on. Johnny's a pro at it. Now look what happened last night. See that? That wind busted the top out of that tree. So that's one we might as well take down. Yeah, ruined it. And you know, we've got so many trees in here yet. They're just too thick. But like Isaac said, it's better to leave a few extra on your first pass and then come back. Boy, Ike just knocked down a big one. A big one. That's a 12-incher over there. And so he's gonna go get his brush killer now. There's my pile. I know it doesn't look very big from here. Folks, there's probably, I'm gonna guess 50 trees in there. And they're in there tight. They're in there tight. I pushed them things in from all four sides so that when they do dry, I can throw a match on that. And I mean, look at it. That's a big old pile. There's another pile over there. And then there's another pile way over yonder. And I'm getting ready to make a fourth pile. We'll probably have to make a fifth pile somewhere. We're just getting so many trees. Here we left a young bodark tree. We call those hedge apple. I left it. Some people call them they're bodark, hedge apple. I don't know. It's not a bad little tree. It's got thorns on it, but not like the honey locust. Not like this one over here. Now see, there's a thornless right there. Doesn't have any thorns on it compared to its cousin right here. Look at that. That's why I say honey locusts have built-in anti-itch. Cows are not going to itch on that. I'm serious. They're not going to itch on it. But it's hot out here. There's a nice walnut over there. I think it's supposed to be 94 today, and the humidity is going to be 100% with all that rain. So I'm going to stop shooting here and go there and get on that chainsaw, finish up my allotment, get my brush killer. I've got my crossbow, 1/4 crossbow with 5 gallons of red diesel. That's my mixture. And if you do a good job of painting them, they're not coming back.
I cut the wedge to fall this way and I backed up and it's kind of sweaty out here, huh?
It is sweaty. What happened to your shirt, Isaac? You look like you jumped in the creek over there.
Yeah, drinking enough water.
Yeah, you definitely want to stay hydrated. Tell you what, man, we sharpened up all 3 saws this morning. And you have a sharp 16-inch bar on a steel. I think those are 026s. I'm telling you what now, they flat get to town. And that's a perfect chainsaw for this type of cut. You don't need a 24-inch bar. All you're doing is packing around more weight. And it's more teeth to sharpen. The bigger the bar, the harder it is to get chain speed on the end of those teeth. And with that the 026 got the anti-vibration on it, it's a beast. It's absolutely a beast. It's light. It's not like running a logging saw. It's very light. And so I can run a full tank through it. You know, and I'm getting where I can't do it all day, but I can run 2 tanks through it still. And I need to set it down after that second tank. Because, you know, that's when your arms are getting tired, and that's usually when you get hurt. You know, probably more people get hurt by exhaustion and not being able to react in time. That's what happens. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna get back on that. I still got a few to cut down, and we'll see y'all next time. Everyone have a great day and be safe out there.